Yeah, can you try to?
Okay. You want the screen?
Mic test.
actually for extension. You can directly connect.
No, but because we need this, we don't have the adapter, right?
No, this it will connect. Okay.
5 years.
Yeah.
Display is not much visible, but it's still
Okay. Sachin. It's okay. Huh? It's okay.
speaker is important.
Yeah, it's okay. I think that you can still see the videos. We'll forward. Link you shared it in the.
Okay, wait, let me know. Okay.
It's in the drawer there.
Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon.
We will be starting in a few minutes, so just bear with us shortly. In the meantime, we do have chai and samosas outside for refreshments, and we will be starting the program shortly. Thank you.
Friends, in the passage that I'm about to share with you, the famous Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran shares some profound wisdom on overcoming your fears by letting go of your ego and
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to everyone here today. On behalf of the Indian Cultural Association Philippines and the Sitaldas family, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here as we celebrate the life and memories of our very loved one, Mr. Ramo Sitaldas. Before we start, I'd also like to take a moment to thank and acknowledge the presence of ex-Senator Nikki Cositeng, who's with us here today. We also have Secretary Ben-Hur Abalos of DILG for joining us. And we also have presiding judge of the Court of Tax Appeals, Justice Ramon Del Rosario and his family, and as well as Mr. Rex Serenani, chairman of FICCI Philippines. Thank you for joining us for today afternoon. Today, we're here not only to honor the memory of Ramo, but also to celebrate the profound impact he had on all of our lives. Whether you knew him as a family member, a friend, a colleague, or a community member, we all share our common love and respect for him. This evening, we will hear from some of the people who knew him best and from some of those who shared the best of memories and their stories and reflections. As we listen, let us remember that our shared memories and collective grief binds us together in a special way. Thank you once again for being here with us for today afternoon. Today's event is organized by the Indian Cultural Association of the Philippines, also known as ICAP, the organization that Ramo was so deeply passionate about. In fact, it was his vision that made the Indian Cultural Association possible. He always had this passion of doing community events, getting everybody together. In fact, his favorite thing to say was, "What have we got to lose? Let's get everybody involved. Let's put everyone together." Because at the end of the day, we're Indians celebrating India and being here together. To start our tribute today, I'd like to call on Mr. Rohit Shibukala, who's a trustee on behalf of our president of ICAP, to share a few words about Ramo and to introduce the speeches for today evening. May I please invite Rohit to join me on stage.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to the family, friends, and well-wishers of Mr. Ram Sitaldas. I am Rohit Shibukala, one of the trustees at Indian Cultural Association of the Philippines, ICAP. On behalf of ICAP, I thank you all for gathering here in this solemn occasion to pay tribute to Mr. Ram Sitaldas, a truly remarkable person who touched all our lives in countless ways. Would like to first share with you the message of ICAP President Mr. Arjun Shroff. Fondest memories of Brother Ramu. He called me always Arhun, J silent. Kaisa hai re tu, Bombay style Hindi. Ever cheerful, warm, energetic, down to earth, outspoken, takes no BS from anyone. A true-blooded Rambo seeking efficiency while delivering his best to our hero and legend. Ram Sitaldas, bless you for all the lives you have touched. We celebrate your life and legacy today and always. With our warmest wishes to Sitaldas family from all of ICAP. Now I would like to also read out the message of Vice President of Indian Cultural Association, Mili Dumra. In loving memory of Founder Trustee of Indian Cultural Association of the Philippines, Mr. Ram Sitaldas ji, whose vision and dedication brought our community together, fostering a deep appreciation for our rich heritage. Your contribution have not only enriched our community, but also strengthened the cultural ties between India and the Philippines. Thank you for laying such a strong foundation Your legacy will continue. So as we begin this meeting, let us take a moment to reflect our wonderful impact, the wonderful impact Mr. Ram Sitaldas has on each of us. As Sri Krishna said in Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, Yad Yada Charati Shretas Tat Devataro Janaha Sa Yad Pramanam Kurute Loksut Tad Anuvartate. This is meaning of this is whatever action is performed by a great man, common men follow in his footsteps. And whatever standards he set by his exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So he is our Ram Sitaldas. He was a beacon of kindness, generosity, and unwavering support. His life was a testament to the power of compassion and importance to the community. His warm spirit and gentleness left an indelible mark on everyone he encountered, whether he was offering a helping hand, sharing a word of wisdom, or simply brightening the room with his gentle smile. As we mourn his passing, we also celebrate the beautiful life he lived. His memory will forever inspire us to be better, to love more deeply, and to live with the same grace and integrity he did. May he attain Uttama Lokas. He will be forever missed and never forgotten. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit, for those heartfelt words and reminding us of the incredible legacy that Ramuji has left, not just through ICAP, but for the entire Indian community in the Philippines. Now we will hear from the people who knew Ramu the best. And from what I hear, he is currently the oldest living Sitaldas now in the Philippines. He probably knows him the closest, and I think he's older than him by just a few minutes. May I please invite Mr. Bagu Sitaldas, his brother, to come forward and share his thoughts.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to thank all of you for coming to this tribute of my dear friend Ramu. I would like to thank ICAP for this tribute. The president and the members of the ICAP really organized this, who they call my brother a hero. He was really a hero. He has gone out of his way to do things for everybody. He was never a selfish guy. Yesterday was a very emotional day for me. It was the first birthday I celebrated without my brother. I would like to thank also Vishnu, who was hands for this tribute. 72 years we celebrated our birthday together. God granted us more birthdays together. Ramu and I were always one, and we were known as Sitaldas twins. We were also known as Babu Ramu or Ramu Babu. Our names were always mentioned together. Today I am incomplete. We always completed each other. Incomplete, we always completed each other. My brother Ramu was loved by all family and friends. This tribute shows all Ramu and I were always together in all times. We stood by each other in bad times. We celebrated with each other in good times. Words cannot express my love for him and how much I miss him. My brother Ramu was a very good speaker on the mic as I was always a man of few words. Ramu's help and work for the community will always be remembered. I would also like to thank Chandru Hainani and Kamal Abhichandani, who are always there ready to provide Ramu for his medicines that he always needed. Ramu, I love you. I miss you. I am sure Guru Nanak is taking care of you in heaven. I would once and again thank ICAP for saying my brother the hero. He was really the hero. Thank you very much, all of you, for coming and attending this ICAP meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Babu, for sharing those beautiful memories. Next, we have a very special segment, Ramu's children, who have been his pride and joy and who will be speaking together with us today. Their collective memories and reflections will give us a little peek to the incredible father that he was and the lasting legacy he has left behind. While Girish will be joining us at the end, but for now, may I please invite Sonali, Karina, Naveen, together with Aiden, on the stage.
Good afternoon. I am Aiden, Ram Sitaldas' only grandson. My grandpa was an amazing person. He was kind and loving. He always wanted me to become good at sports. He taught me how to ride my bike, how to play cards, and how to play piano. I promise you, Grandpa, I will learn how to play golf and remember you when I do. I will always miss my grandpa. I love him. Thank you for loving me and all your grandchildren so much. I will love you forever.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our dad would have been 73 years old yesterday. I'm sure most of you know how much he loved celebrating his birthday. How apt is the timing that we are celebrating his life a day after his birthday. We would like to humbly thank each and every one of you that has had a hand in this beautiful tribute for our hero, Ram Sitaldas. It is both overwhelming and bittersweet to be here today celebrating our dad. From the moment I arrived in San Francisco and got to the hospital to see my dad, the one thing that truly touched my heart is my dad's caring nature. As the doctors and nurses would walk in to examine him, he would say, "Doc, how are you?" And the doctors would say, "No, Ram, how are you? I should be asking you." And come evening, when the nurses would change shift, he would tell either my mom or Girish, "Please fill in the comment card for the nurse. They did such a good job, and hopefully my comment could help him or her get a promotion." I was baffled, thinking that in his time of discomfort and uncertainty, he was still thinking of helping others. This was my dad. I wrote something a few days after my dad transitioned to be with his loving creator, and I would like to share it with all of you today. My darling Papa, you left us not so long ago. I wish this wasn't so. I don't know why you had to go. So many things I want to say. I wish I could just hold you for another day. You are my superhero, my warrior, and my champion, my main source of inspiration. You are my strength, the strongest man I know. Where will I turn to when I need you? I miss you more than you will ever know, but I know I had to let you go. Your smiling face, the twinkle in your eyes, and just the way you would say hi. I miss your voice, your constant words of encouragement and support. The way you would brighten up when you were around your grandchildren was a delight to be around. No more pain, no more fear. You are now free and I should let you be. You wanted to do so much. You wanted to live. You wanted to fight. You fought till the very end and I salute you for that. It must have been so hard for you, but you knew we still needed you. I wish you knew, I wish you could see the number of lives you've managed to reach. You taught me the meaning of family, helping the less fortunate, and service for community. You never expected anything in return, just the satisfaction of knowing you helped. How will our lives ever be the same? We had a gem in our midst, now our guardian angel up above. I don't know how to say goodbye. My heart aches every time I try, and it makes me cry. I know you're dancing, I know you're singing, I know you're joking, I know you're eating ice cream. I know you're making friends in the heavens above. And living in water is what you said. That is where we will turn to find you. I love you with all my heart, and I will miss you forever, forever in our hearts. Thank you for being you, an amazing son, a great sibling, a loving husband, a doting grandfather, a loyal friend, and most importantly, our darling Papa. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Karina. I am Ram's youngest daughter. A lot of times when people would ask whose daughter I am, I would say Ram Sitaldas, and I would get the warmest smile. So thank you. I would like to thank you all for coming to celebrate our hero, and I would like to thank ICAP and everybody that put their efforts together to create this tribute for him. I'm sure he is here with us, smiling, laughing, dancing, and just sending us so much love. On behalf of our whole family, it warms our hearts so much to see how many lives he's touched in his own unique ways. Something I've realized through the messages that I've received and the words that I've heard people say about him is he's impacted so many different people of different ages. He saw us for who we are, for who our souls are. Age didn't matter. He found a commonality with everyone he spoke to and found a way to make everybody feel special. My heart breaks at the thought that he isn't physically here to listen to all of us shower him with love. And at the same time, I know his spirit is here with us, sharing with us joy and light through the life that he lived. My dad was truly one of a kind, and I've always been so proud to be his daughter and to have some of his magic in me. He's a warrior who believed in what was just and fair. He's a brave heart who battled cancer multiple times and came out of it more alive than ever, speaking life into those who are going through something similar. He's a humanitarian who believed very deeply in people's potential and would do whatever it took to help people live their best lives. He's wise and eloquent, kind and generous. His zest for life was evident, and his love for community and all of you is undeniable. I remember when he started the Diwali Mela programs in SMOA a long, long time ago. His purpose was to merge the Indian and Filipino cultures together. So how fitting that this is put together by ICAP. And to give the Filipino community a taste of our rich heritage, as well as make everyone a part of it. He was so good at being a bridge between people, organizations, groups, and nationalities. He will be missed and remembered in so many different ways, but fortunately, he has built a strong legacy to live on forever in the hearts of everyone that he touched. My dad has always been my hero and my number one man, reminding me of what I am capable of, seeing it before I could even notice myself. I wish I got to spend more time with him, learning from his experiences and his battles, but that doesn't change the fact that I am so grateful for everything that he was around for. The adventures that we've taken together, the wine nights that we've bonded over. I am grateful to have had my dad bless my relationship, witness my wedding with this kind man, and share some of his life stories with him as well. And we were wishing that he would also get to see his grandkids from us. Instead, we told him to choose our kids for us. Someone with a twinkle in their eyes, just like Dad's. And someone that is filled with so much love for being alive. We love you, Papa. And we know that you're still around, just in a different form. Thank you for upgrading yourself to our angel so that you could be in more places at one time for all of us that need you. Thank you all for being here, and thank you again for organizing this event for our dad. Appreciate you all.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank friends, family for being here today. Thank you, of course, IGAP for helping make this happen so that we can all pay tribute to someone who I know we all agree was an incredibly great man. Someone who, even if you spend 5 seconds with him, 5 minutes with him, 5 hours with him, he would leave an impact in your life one way or another. My name is Naveen. I am fortunate to be married to Karina, Uncle Ramu's youngest daughter, and I had the incredible blessing in my life to get to call him dad. The fortunate blessing in my life to call him dad. I want to share a quick story. The first time I met him, obviously I was nervous. I was introduced to him. It was a birthday party. So I said, "Hi, Uncle. My name is Naveen." He said hello, shook my hand, and he always had a very firm grip. Something he always reminded people to have a firm grip when you shake somebody's hand. So a few seconds go by, a little bit of quiet, and then finally he looks at me with a smile, puts his arms up in his favorite way and says, "Let's dance." And in so many ways, that's who Dad, Uncle Ram was. He knew how to enjoy life. He knew how to love his life. He knew how to put people at ease, how to disarm them and make them feel comfortable. And in many, many ways, Dad had this ability to make you feel that he believed in you even more than you believed in yourself sometimes. He would have the utmost confidence in you. He would tell you to always aim for the brightest and most incredible goals. Tell you to never sell yourself short, to tell you that you have the potential to be great. And to me, that's what made that really great. Yes, he had a long list of accomplishments. Yes, he put together an amazing family filled with love and laughter and joy. But despite everything he accomplished, he never, ever, ever forgot to put his hand out and bring someone with him to help them achieve greatness just like he did. Like I said, he believed in people so much. And the fact that he would believe in you so much made you believe in yourself tremendously. I'll never forget during the pandemic, we would have wine nights, myself, Karina, and Dad. And he would always impart incredible wisdom. And once in a while, when he was in a good mood, he would have that incredible laugh that I'm sure everyone who knew him knows what I'm talking about. That laugh filled with life and joy and laughter. Yes, he was strong-willed. He was ambitious. He could be headstrong, and there would be times where he would never take no for an answer, which, of course, you both know more than anyone. But more than that, he would always put all of that aside when it came to showing how much he cared about you or how much he loved you. And most of all, how much he loved this Indian community. He would always say, make sure to always be friends with Cindy's, make sure to always have Indian friends, because we are a community, we are strong, we are together, we are united. And, you know, many people will say that, but very few people can put actions into those words. Dad, Uncle Ramo, always put words into those actions. And I'd like to think that he's somewhere up there right now, smiling down at all of us, knowing that he has brought up all of us together once again. And beyond thrilled, maybe with some tears in his eyes too. Thank you, Dad, for treating me like a son. Thank you for showing me what it means with the power of togetherness and unity. Thank you for love. And thank you, most of all, for showing how beautiful life can be. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Sonali, Karina, and Naveen for sharing those beautiful and touching memories. Let's not forget, of course, Aiden for being so brave and coming here and sharing to us his memories about how close he was with his grandfather. I think Karina said a line that really struck out to me, and this is, I think, the best way that we could really describe Ramoji. He knew how to make everybody feel special and to help people really live their best lives. I don't think there's any statement that can compass it even better than that. And before I introduce our next speaker, here's a small story that just as we were recovering from the pandemic, I would like to share on behalf of ICAP and Ramoji. So sometime in 2021, this was, we were just recovering from the pandemic. We were thinking about, we still can't do the Diwali Mela yet. People aren't out and about yet. What can we do? How can we celebrate? How can we bring the community together? How can we give back? That was always the mission of doing Diwali, bringing our Filipino brothers and sisters together. So we came up with a crazy idea and we said, what if we celebrate Diwali with the entire Metro Manila? And the first thing Ramoji says, okay, what do you need from me? The second thing we said is, okay, how do we now make sure that we don't just celebrate, but we give back to our community? We make everybody feel that spirit of Diwali. And the next thing he said is, I know exactly who to call. So in a span of 2 weeks, he set up a meeting with Secretary Ben Abalos, which Girish and I had the pleasure of going and meeting. In 2 weeks, we were able to work with all 16 mayor's offices of Metro Manila. We went to their offices, we went to the mayors, we lit diyas in their offices. Aside from that, we also worked with the entire community. We brought in donations, we gave food, we gave medicines, we gave medical equipment amounting to almost 2.3 million pesos in just 3 weeks. If that doesn't say the power that Ramu had, like you could never say no to him, that's a fact. When he tells you to do something, you're going to do something. If he has a vision, you're going to see it through to life. And we really had the pleasure of learning from him and really just bringing his vision to life in ICAP. So without further ado, and I call very fondly, may I please call on Secretary Ben Abalos to join me on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Benjamin Abalos Jr. I used to be the mayor of Mandaluyong, and I became the president of all mayors of the Philippines, the city mayors. And I also became the president of the league of all leagues, the governors, the mayors, the captains, the councilors. It was at this time that I met Mr. Sitaldas because we had a project. We called it the Caravan, meaning we'll go all over the Philippines, the whole part of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Go on a bus. All the mayors will go there for about 1 week.
visit each cities, have capacity building, and one of the agenda is to help the poorest of the poor, giving out classes. And then Mr. Sitaldas was introduced to me. With the sheer volume of the places that we're going, I just thought that this was just be for one city probably, because we've got so much cities. But no, when I met Brown, it was just not. You could already feel the warmth. It's just like a long-lost brother. And so when we made this caravan, the first was, I think it was part of people, about several cities. He gave us so many glasses, so many glasses. And then we went to Marawi, to Mindanao. And not only did he give out glasses, I was surprised. He saw this paraplegic, a young boy, and he told me, Leonard, next time I'm going to bring wheelchairs. And I was surprised. He brought so much wheelchairs. And not only that, a lot of other things. My dear friends, I'm talking of the whole country. And, I was surprised with him. He made the impossible possible. And was always telling me, don't worry, don't worry. And once, but it never ended there. This was close to 2 decades ago. He was always like that. And I think it was last year when he went to the City Hall, or 2 years ago, when we gave him a tribute. He was quite old then, with his son Girish. My city gave him a tribute for all the things he's done for the city of Mandaluyong. Later, I'm going to show to you a short video of where we've been. You will see round with me and round with all of the mayors of the Philippines. When we have picture taking, the only non-mayor there is always round. He was embraced by everyone. We call him Mayor Round because this is the gathering of leaders. We call it the gathering of leaders, the brotherhood of leaders. And Round is included. You will see, if you go to the Muslim Mindanao, he wears this, and the picture is always with us. My dear friends, not only is Ram a hero, you know what? Always he will tell me about your culture. We want Filipinos to understand the Indian culture. What Shalini was telling me about, I was then the chairman of MMDA. That's when I called up the mayors. I told Shalini, okay, we must go to all of them. It's very tireless. It's full of energy. But one of the things I would never, ever forget about him was when he told me one time and was very worried. Because I think it was Girish then who had a bout of COVID. And he was always crying on the phone. He's a good man, a good husband, a good dad. And he's proud, he's very proud of the Indian people. We made sure that he will be close to all of us. And so with this, I would like to pay tribute to our good friend who gave us the spirit of caring, sharing, and love. Indeed, Ram is a hero, and he will always be with us. At this point, let me share to you a short video. While watching it, keep in mind, the pictures I will show you with all of the mayors is always there. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sek Abalas. It was honestly such a pleasure to see some of Ramaji's old photos and to just reminisce that memory. Thank you for sharing that today and for everyone here with us today. Our next segment today is actually going to be a continuous form of speeches that are going to be coming from different community members who have come forward and would really just like to say a few words. That's exactly why we honored today's tribute, because we wanted to give an opportunity for everyone to just come say thanks and just relive our best memories of Ramaji. So as we proceed, may I please call on Mr. Khanna. He's the Cultural Secretary of the Embassy of India, Manila, a partner that we would work very closely with, and I know Mr. Raman was very fond of as well. Mr. Khanna, please join me on stage.
Good evening, all. I would say in a few words, Ram Sitaldas means credibility. So his words are always very much have the value and trustworthy. Anything we have a lot of discussion with him, various programs and proposals and everything. He's such a wonderful person, and whatever words he is speaking, that has the value and credibility. And if whatever he wanted to say, it's very clear and very trustworthy. And really, we miss one of the trustworthy friend that I would say. So it's a great loss for the Indian community. That's sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Khanna, for coming and also just representing the embassy today as we honor our dear Ramaji. I would also like to take the moment to thank and acknowledge the presence and also invite him to say a few words. Presiding Judge, Justice Roman Del Rosario of the Court of Appeals, I would love to have you join us on stage to say a few words, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. You see, I was just informed by hearings that I will have to share some thoughts about my dear friend Ram. But whatever I say now, I assure you will be coming from my heart. I first met Ram 20 years or even more when I was still an official of the government in charge of approving Filipino citizenship. At that time, Ram was very active in making endorsements or introducing to me Indians whom he truly believed qualify to become Filipinos. He has never failed me. I have never seen an applicant coming from the community who does not deserve to become a Filipino. He has always been very supportive of his countrymen, of the Indian community. And I do believe that he has always been very proud of representing and serving his own countrymen. Eventually, he would tell me that we are all the same, that we Filipinos and Indians are one and the same people with the same ideals and vision of what life should be in any part of the world. You see, Ram has always been calling me his brother. And so I call him also my dear brother. In fact, There are times that when I cannot connect with my own blood brothers, I call on to him. In a way of speaking, we had fun, we had joy, we had seasons in the sun. You see, months ago, I was in Vietnam, and from nowhere, he sent a message asking me how I was doing. When I said that I was in Vietnam, he was very happy. He was describing me Vietnam as if he was a resident of that place. He was telling me what to do, where to go, and the food I should be taking. And so I made a commitment to him. I told him, please wait for my retirement. I'd like to travel well with you. That retirement would be a few months or more than a year from now. Yet, unfortunately, I would be missing that opportunity to travel with him. We are all saying that Ram is a hero. Indeed, in his own way, he is. For what is a hero? A hero is someone we try to emulate. We try to do what he does because he inspires. And he inspires a lot of people, even my colleague, now that I'm in the judiciary. To me, not everyone will have the opportunity to meet a friend. Not everyone who has walked on the face of the earth can truly say that he encountered a friend. The first time I met him, it was like a gas stove. We clicked immediately. There was fire. It was burning. And so from that time on, we start calling each other brother. And indeed, he is my brother. And to a friend, I tell you that if I can count with my fingers the number of friends I can truly call as one, he is one of the best. Ram, if you are here with us tonight, and if you can hear me, please know that you are so special to me. And truly, I'm going to miss you. I will miss our friendship and our brotherhood. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you very much, Justice Del Rosario. I think you said it truly well and perfectly. We call Ramuji our hero because he inspires. He's inspired us all. He's inspired us in every little way and in a grand way. And it's exactly why we're here today. So, on another note, Naveen earlier mentioned that Ramuji was known for his signature move. I think it was to put his hands up, just like that. And we know that as soon as he would do that, he would get the whole room uplifted and everybody in the spirit to enjoy dance, to enjoy the moment, and most of all, to just celebrate the present, to not forget that these are the best memories we can make with our loved ones. So we'd like to share a special video. This is Ramuji enjoying the Dandiya dance, which we held last year when we had the Dandiya festival at the Mall of Asia. So I think our video is ready. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you, Rohit, for finding that video and really just giving us a moment to enjoy Ramuji's energy and how we really feel his spirit all around us every day. Our next speaker today is actually someone who has been a very strong hand in putting this event together and has been such a strong guidance for us as well as we put it together. He's also a close friend, he's a brother, he's a relative, but most of all, I think he's a mentor and friend to all. So please, may I please call on Mr. Vishnu Mathirmani to join me on stage.
Julelal, good afternoon, Hari Om. Life is a gift from God, and whatever number of years He gives us to live, we should be respectful, and our loved ones need to accept whatever is the term of the life. Ramu Sitaldas, or Rambo, is a brother of mine. We had many similar roads of life. We both are from Pune, India, and our school life was similar. Our work started from the bottom and moved forward in life. Our similar concerns were always love for the community, serving them, inspiring each other, supporting each other in the same direction. Two bodies, one team, two opinions merging into one direct for benefit of all. We had increased our brotherly love when his daughter Parveen married my son Vishal. He was cheerful, helpful, and amazing. Yet he lived a very simple life and was very humble. This tribute was done, it came to my mind, and later on in our breakfast group, which we've been meeting for last 10 years, we discussed that and we said, yes, we all agree that we should move forward and organize this tribute. What you see today is the result of that concept and the idea. Many says he helped all segments of life, and I totally agree on that. I believe he did more than he has. He has created a template of services that will inspire many in the future. He loved all. His powerful voice was a voice of love, solutions, and progress. Ramu, you will be missed. My tears for you will never dry, and my love for you is engraved deep in my heart. Namaste, Mabuhay, Julelal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vishnuji, for sharing your message. While we all are connected to Ramuji in a different way, I believe yours is special, especially when you got to combine your families together and celebrate a new union. Our speakers today, up to this point, have highlighted different facets of Ramuji's life, shows us how he was connected, how he was a friend to everybody. I think that's really the story that's coming out today. How he made everybody feel special, how he made everybody feel welcome, and as Karina mentioned, how he made everyone really feel that they could do their best. There were also many who wanted to be here today, but they could not join us in person. However, they have sent their heartfelt messages. Please join me in taking a look at these messages. The first one we have from His Excellency Jaideep Mazumdar. He was the previous ambassador of India to the Philippines, and he has sent a short message for Ramuji. Our next message is actually coming in from Mr. Swaminathan, who is the Honorary Consul of the Philippine Embassy from the Mumbai Consulate. On behalf of ICAP and the Sitaldas family, we're actually very thankful for those who sent in their messages and sending in their best wishes for being here today. We will now return to hearing more about the community from community members, from those who have been influenced and inspired by Ramu's work and his spirit. To continue, I would like to invite Mr. Ramesh Nirvani, past president of FICCI, to please join me on stage.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Ramesh Nirvani, an old friend of Ramu. I'm privileged to be able to say a few words to honor the memory of Ramu. I have known Ramu for over 50 years. I have succeeded him as the president of the Federation Indian Chamber of Commerce, better known as the FICCI. Ramu was instrumental in convincing me to take over. My interaction with him has always been extremely warm, engaging, fun, and sincere. Ramu was a person of many accomplishments. I could see that he would succeed in various pursuits, be in business or other aspects of life. He had a keen sense of vision in what he wanted to achieve. He struck me as a man with vision, and succeed he did. Last February, during a Valentine party, he intimated to me that he needed to go to San Francisco to have a necessary procedure done, as otherwise it would be fatal. Unfortunately, the Almighty recalled him. It is with a feeling of profound loss that I have on Ramu's passing. He has touched our lives in one way or the other in a positive way. He was an icon and a catalyst in our Philippine Indian community. In closing, I would like to extend again my sincere and deep condolences to the family of Ramu, Arti, Babu, Dali, Giresh, Pam, Sonali, Manoj, Karina, Naveen, and to all the Sitaldas clan. Ramu, as I will finally call you, Rambo, or call him Rambo, we will immensely miss you. You will never be forgotten. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramesh. Our next speaker actually is also another colleague of Ramuji's from FICCI as well. May I please call on Mr. Jeff Mirpuri, the current Vice President, to join me on stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As a board member of the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce, Philippines, may I introduce myself. My name is Arun Mirpuri. Many of you know me as Jeff. I stand before you today to honor a truly remarkable man, Uncle Ramu Sitaldas. As a past president of our chamber, he was not just a leader, but a visionary who dedicated his life to service and excellence. His commitment to our community was unparalleled, always striving to bring out the best in each of us, inspiring growth and unity. Uncle Ramu was a man of integrity and kindness, whose legacy is not just in the time he spent as our president or the impact he brought upon our community, but in the warmth and generosity he extended to all who knew of him. He taught us the value of hard work and the importance of standing by one's principles. As we remember Uncle Ramu today, let us not just mourn his loss, but celebrate the profound impact he had on our lives as individuals and as a community. May his spirit continue to inspire us every day. Thank you, Uncle Ramu, for all you have done for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Duff. Our next speaker actually today has probably spent decades working together with Ramuji in their feat of bringing the Philippines and India closer together in business, in culture, in trade, but most importantly, in people. May I please call on Mr. Johnny Cipriani, Chair of the Philippines-India Business Council.
On behalf of Joint India Business Council, the family, special guest former Senator Nicholas Singh, DILG Secretary Ben Abelas Jr., special friends, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to pay tribute to a very remarkable individual who has left an indelible mark on our lives. As we reflect on his life and legacy, we are reminded of the profound impact he had on each and every one of us. He always encouraged me to move forward and supported on my collaborations with various sectors to bring impact to the Philippines by building bridges with India and ASEAN. He was a staunch promoter of India and Philippines. His kindness, generosity, and unwavering dedication to making the world a better place will forever be remembered. He was a beacon of light in our lives, always ready to lend a helping hand or offer a word of encouragement. Although he is no longer with us in body, his spirit lives on the memories we hold together. Let us honor his remarkable memories by carrying forward the values and principles he embodied and by striving to make a positive difference in the world just the way as he visioned. May we find comfort in knowing that his legacy will contribute to inspire and uplift all of us. And may we take solace in knowledge that he's watching over us from above right now. Rest in peace, dear friend Ramu Sitaldas. You will be forever missed and never forgotten. Thank you for the gift of your presence in our lives. I love you, Ramu. We'll miss you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Johnny. Our next speaker today has also been a very strong pillar in bridging people and in building communities here in the Philippines. He's probably also a good contender with Ramuji on who can probably give the best hugs. So I fondly call on Mr. Pushkar Misra to please join us on stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ramu, what can I say about Ramu? I came here 20 years back, and the first two people I met in Manila were Ramu and Vishnuji. So my parents asked me, how's it going in Manila? I said, not to worry, I met the gods, Ram and Vishnu. Ramu has been an exemplary pillar of support. I mean, I think I can talk on behalf of the entire South expat community in the Philippines. Whenever we have any problems, we could turn to him, and he will always guide us. He will always give us a solution. He is not only my hero, he is my idol, I would say, as we say here. That is somebody you really, really look up to. He and I shared one more hobby or passion, which was about music. At times when we were together in the evenings, he would say that, let's hum a few tunes together. And some of his favorite tunes were Pal Pal Dil Ke Paas Tu Rehti Ho, a few of the great songs. So in his honor, Ramu, I know you're up there somewhere. I would like to hum a few lines in your honor. These lines are from a song in Hindi, but I will first translate it for the benefit of our friends who don't understand Hindi. People who have made so many festivals, people who have colored so many festivals, people who have lived through ups and downs of life. There comes a time when they choose silence and move away silently. That's the meaning of the lines. And I'll just hum it for him. जिन्होंने सजाए यहाँ मेले, जिन्होंने सजाए यहाँ मेले, सुख दुख संग संग झेले, वही चुनकर खामोशी यूं चले जाए अकेले जिंदगी. So those are the lines. Ramu, we miss you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pushkarji. That was a very sweet rendition. Thank you for sharing that memory of you and Ramaji here with us today. We're actually also very thankful to be joined today by ex-Senator Nikki Cositeng, and I would like to kindly invite her to please say a few words on behalf of Ramaji today.
Good evening, everyone. I wish you would have met each other at the happier occasion. And however, I'm thankful that Cherish had informed me of the passing of Ram, whom I considered a friend from many, many years ago. Since I started in public office in 1987, I have not met anyone that has been as consistent and as friendly and as sincere, as Ram had been to me in the community, from the community. And I really owe him a lot, to say the least, because he has introduced me to Indian culture, Indian food, Indian celebrations, etc. At this point, I'd like to express my deepest condolences, my heartfelt condolences to Mrs. Sitaldas and the family, to the community, to the organizations that he had supported and he was a part of. And I would say that as early as this year, early this year, when I informed him, I said, Ram, I'm going to go to India. And I've said this to him quite a number of times because I really love going to India, seriously. And I said, hey, I'm going to go to India and maybe we have friends that I can meet because I just don't want to be a regular tourist. And he said, yeah, sure. And he introduced me to Mr. Pratik, and I was so surprised that when I came in here today, he would be sitting right next to me, and he was very kind and to have hosted me. Him and his family had hosted me in Hyderabad. My every visit, and I've had like 6 visits to India in the last maybe 15 years, 17 years. I have always called Ram and asked him, hey, where is it best to go? Or what should I do? I started collecting saris, and it was really very inspiring for him to tell me, where to go and how to go about doing things. Now that Ram is not with us, I can assure you that memories of Ram will always be part of me. I remember that he would invite me to many Indian celebrations. He was the one who introduced me to the Holi festival and the Diwali festival and many other things, and I've always enjoyed all of that. I stand with you in grieving over his passing because he was really a wonderful friend. And I think that the legacy that he has left will further strengthen the relationship between the Indian community and the Philippine community, not just in business, but really just as friends and even in the social circle. Again, my deepest condolences, because it is indeed a great loss for us to experience this passing of Ram, who's a very good, a true friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator President, for joining us and for sharing those beautiful memories of all your travels to India and really of just the way that Ramaji would always be of assistance no matter who and when you would call him. Our next speakers today is actually something that I found very enlightening today. So earlier today, I was handling registration. So as soon as a couple of groups would come in, one of the questions we would ask is, which group are you with? I would get Italiani's group. I would get a Sunday breakfast group. I would also get a Cindy Popper group, and then I would also get a Krispy Kreme group. I think what really weighed these amazing groups together is the way that he celebrated friendship and the way that he celebrated people. So I'd like to call in a few of them to share a couple of words, starting with Mr. Rajan Gidwani of the Business Men's Club. Oh, he has left us, so may I please call in instead Mr. Harish Gurnamal to please join us on stage.
Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, Rajan had to leave, and you'll have to bear with me while I read his writing. Actually, it's scribbled. And here's a message from all of us at the Business Men's Club. We have shared our lives these many years with Ramu, who was a blessing to us all. All who have crossed his life and time in this world, will know this. We are gathered here today to celebrate Ramu's life. We all should only remember him and his joy, laughter, and how he shared. Very true. May his memory continue to always inspire us and continue our journey as we continue our journey on this earth. A quote we must repeat on is, while we have lost Ramu here in our midst, while we have lost Ramu, he is here in our midst, in our hearts. He will always be present. We must see beyond sorrow and help his memory, and keep his memory fresh in his minds, in our minds and hearts. Thank the Lord for having given us Ram as a blessing, giving us Ram as a blessing. Greatly to be missed, never to be forgotten, till we meet again. We are beyond lucky to have known Ramu. God's favor and blessing God's favor and blessing shared with us. So that's from the Business Men's Club. For me, I've heard all the accolades. Still not enough to describe the man he was. I've known him for 55 years. We were teenagers. We did a lot of crazy things together. And I passed across so many places, so many countries. This guy, I won't ever see him without a smile and a word of encouragement. He was truly an amazing man. I prayed so hard. Only you know that for him. But that's it. He will never be forgotten. He is, for us, this is not our group. He was our brother. and he will always have a great legacy. Rest in peace, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harish. That was exactly very true. We are very and beyond lucky to have known Ramu and to have celebrated life and share these memories with him. And with that, I would now like to call on our next speaker, Mr. Prakash Ramchand of the Cindy Popper Group, to join us.
Good evening. We are known as Cindy Popper Group, and our motto is sharing is sharing. And it's so perfect. Ramu was the perfect example when it comes to sharing and caring. And this is what I would like to say. We come together today to remember Ramu Sitaldas, a man who leaves a void no words can fill. Though he is gone, the love and respect we have for him remains. Ramu, your ideas were like seeds that you planted in our hearts. They will continue to grow, fostering unity and community just as you perceived. We will never forget your smile. It had the power to brighten even the darkest room, warming the hearts of everyone around you, from children to the elders. Your memory will forever be cherished. Ramu, you were a true source of pride for the Philippines and the Sindhi community worldwide. You embodied the Sindhi spirit, carrying it freely wherever you went. You were a bridge between communities, fostering beautiful connections. Though you are no longer with us physically, your spirit soars high, free from worldly constraints. You will always be in our hearts and prayers. A friend, a guide, a light, and shone brightly, Ramu Sitaldas. Your memory will live on in the hearts of the Indian diaspora and the Sindhi community at large. I have a small kind of a poetry for him. I think I can see. It goes this way. In the heart of our community, a spirit so grand stood with us through every festival, lending a hand. From Shivaratri's sacred nights to Navratri's dance, in Chetichand's joy, his presence enhanced. At Pran Pratishtha, his efforts shone bright, inviting dignitaries to share in our right. The Indian ambassador, by his invite, came to see the Hindu temple Manila's ceremony on the screen, live and free. A mediator, a peacemaker, a friend so true, diffusing tensions, making harmony anew. His seva of tan, man, dhan, a guiding star, in selfless service, he set the bar. Cindy Popper Group remembers his tireless zeal for every celebration, every meal. His legacy, a beacon that will forever span, a testament to the greatness of the man. So let us honor him in thought and deed. Continue his work, plant the unity seed. For in our hearts, his memory will forever stay, guiding us, inspiring us every single day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prakash. You're very true. He will always guide and inspire us every day. Our next speaker with us today is Mr. Ramesh Mirpuri of the Sunday Breakfast Club. May I please invite him to join me.
Ladies and gentlemen, very pleasant good evening to all of you. Most especially, Arti, we love you. Girish, stay strong, my friend. Babu, loving brother, and to the Sitaldas family. And be rest assured, Ramu is right now with us tonight, somewhere in this audience. I represent the Breakfast Club, wherein Ramu was part of the group. We're about 11 guys. Most of the guys are over here. And when we had this thing, the memorial for Ramu, I insisted that I want to be the speaker. I want to represent the club. I want to give tribute to Ramu because he was a dear friend of mine. We used to probably call him Rambo. We used to meet at 8:15 in the morning, and for some reason, Ramu was always late. He would come in with a big smile, and I would tell myself, late, big smile, was he doing something naughty before that? I don't know, you know? And in a very loud voice, he would say, how do you do? That was his line, how do you do, all the time. He'd go to each every member and shake their hand and say small talk. Today, we've heard a lot of good things about Ramu. I don't want to be repetitious, but I'd like to share our experiences with you just with the Breakfast Club, what he did for us. One of our members, I'm supposed to hold all the names behind, one of our members was falsely accused of holding a fake visa, got into jail, and in a few hours, Ramu came to his rescue and released him. Another member of the Breakfast Club was vying for the presidency of the Philippine Angel Chamber of Commerce, but he had some opposition, he had some issues. Ramu again came and solved the problems, and eventually this member became the president of the Filipino Indian Chamber of Commerce. Another member of ours again was at a departure area, and he was stopped by immigration for some document issue. Guess who came? I don't have to mention his name again. Was Ramu the modern 20th century Superman? I don't know. You know, was he? Aiden? I agree with you, Aiden. Though Ramu no longer stays with us for a Breakfast Club, but I know up there he's having his eggs Benedict and pancakes, which he enjoyed all the time. And he ate a lot of sweets, and I knew he was diabetic. But you know, I'm not going to stop a friend to enjoy his life. If I could, I'd go to heaven, pick him up and bring him back home. Right, Artie? Anyway, I'd like to end this speech with a very short song, which we all know by James Taylor. I'm a terrible singer, so bear with me, but I think the words will always remind me of Ramu. When you're down and in trouble, and you need a helping hand, and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even the darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Yes, Ramu was a true friend. Artie, you are not alone. Girish, be proud of your father, had a fabulous legacy. And the Sitaldas family, our prayers always with you. Ramu, till our breakfast club meets you up there again. Stay well, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh. I think I have to agree with you in one point. Whenever we did have meetings in IGAP, Ram did turn up to be a little late sometimes, but I think what really made it amazing was he always stayed till the end. He always made sure that everybody who came in, hey, are you okay? Did you get everything done? Did we get what we wanted to get done? Did we accomplish what we came here to do? He was always there to celebrate, and he was always there to honor the best of everybody. And with that, I'd now like to call out our next speaker, Mr. Raju Kalani of the Shakey's group. Please join me in front. Thank you.
Dear friends, Jai Shri Ram. Our good old friend Ramu, I used to call him Rambo, left us suddenly for his heavenly abode to be with our love. He used to come to Shaky group regularly whenever in town. He was the life of our group. There was no doubt. He was a real diamond, irreplaceable. He will remain in our hearts, Ramu, forever, everyone's heart. There will be no doubt. We pray to our Lord to keep Ramu in his lotus feet. Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raju Kalani. Our next group is actually a very sweet one, and I think what made everyone smile earlier. So may I please call on Mr. Pishu Negubani of the Krispy Kreme group to join me in front.
To the Sitaldas family, please accept our deepest condolences. Ramu, a good heart has stopped beating, but heart has so many lives can help, but live on in those to be loved. Those we love don't go away, they walk beside us in heart and memories. Our collective hearts are having Our collective hearts are with sympathy. Ramu gave up his time for everything the community needed. His service to mankind was never with hidden agenda. If there is one word that best describes Ramu, the word is fighter, comes to my mind. One day before he joined his creator, he called one of our group members of KK, that's Krispy Kreme group, where we meet every morning from 7 to 8 after our walk. He called from his ICU room and asked about all of us, telling us, keep walking as he loves. He let us keep walking and make sure that you get together always. We love you, Ramu. We will always remember you. You are still with us, even though you are not in our group, but you will be there. So we miss you, we love you, and I hope you will have a blessing and God will bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bishu. It was really an honor to hear from his groups, his friend circles, and just be able to honor the memory, his friendships, and all the memories that we've been able to make with him in his life. We've been told that Ram was a great dancer. We've also been told that Ram was a great singer. So we thought we'd share one of that memories with you and help me in watching a video of Ram singing one of his favorite songs. So may I please direct your attention to the screen for one of Ramu's favorite renditions. I think it's safe to say, and I think we all collectively agree, that Ramu was probably the life of the party, and we're going to miss that very much. So now I'd like to now call on a couple of friends from the community as well. And our next speaker, please join me. He's a coach, a speaker, and a close friend, Mr. Raju Mandyan, to join me to say a few words.
Hari Om, Namaskar, and Mabuhay po, mga kaibigan, mga kapatid. Besides being a coach and speaker and a trainer, my connection with Ramu goes back 40 years ago when I was a brand new kid in the Philippines, and we used to play billiards together at a place called Sporting Men's Club. And in those days too, Ramu was still a mentor and a leader, a hero that you call him now. When I used to play billiards, he says, Raju, keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball and you win, Raju. Then he'd say, Raju, don't worry about the other player. Focus on your own strengths, Raju, and you'll win. And then finally, the advice that he gave me, which I have never forgotten, was, Raju, if you want to be a self-made man, the first thing you want to do is make your first million. I swear to you, that's a great advice. And anyone in this room, if you want to be a self-made man, make that first million first, according to Ramu. So that was in the 80s. And then we got together in the 90s all the way up to 2000, when he was the chamber president, and President Ramos was the president of the country. I was the chair of the FIEA. That's how I hope I'm here, Shalini. And I was also the chair of the PIBC. PIBC is Filipino Business Council. That time, Ramu and I did a lot together. We worked for the community's growth, for the community's function. We just brought together the country and the cultures that we live in. And that was what we did. But Ramu stayed a hero. Ramu stayed the coin that he still is today. Now, certain things about Ramu which I know, and most of you people have already spoken about the fact that he could drink water, he could drink like a sailor, he could smoke like an Indian, and he could also dance like Fred Astaire and Ricky Roshan combined. And I'm sure Senator Nikki, he must have danced to you once in a while. Did he? Are you still here? Oh, she's gone. So I'm sure he danced once in a while. So this afternoon, when I found out that I'm also one of the presenters here, I was thinking, what should I say about Ramu that others don't know, the community doesn't know? You all know that he helped, he worked, he supported, and he was everywhere. I thought, what kind of a human being is Ramu that people don't know? So the thought that came to my mind was that Ramu, I called him Ramos because during the period of Ramos, he was like the John Wayne of the Indian community. He was the ultimate cowboy, right? He smoked, he danced, he sang, and he was there like a hero should be all the time. And in my opinion, I think our community, our little community, which was so attached to him, will never see a leader like him again. Maybe hundreds of years and eons until we have another Ram between us. And because we are a clan, because we are a family, because we are a community, we are still attached to him. And I know he left us too suddenly. Had I seen him, or will I see him, I will tell him, Ramu, kya yaar, tu chhod ke chala gaya. Yeah? Like the song that Pushkar sang here. And time will come that perhaps the pain that the Sitaldas family and the rest of the Sindhi community and the Filipino Indian community, the pain will pass. But I don't think the memory of Ramu will ever go away. It will take hundreds of years and eons to have another Ramu. So those are my thoughts, those are my memories of dear Ramu. And yeah, he left us too suddenly, too unexpectedly. And I'd like to end also with a song like Pushkar, and with Pushkar's permission, if that's okay. Pushkar, is it okay? Give me a thumbs up. And your friends who know him, maybe you can join me too. Here's the song. Zindagi kaisi hai paheli. So your job is to say hi. Okay? Zindagi kaisi hai paheli. कभी तो हंसाए कभी रुलाए. And this was for Ramu. कभी देखो सपनों का राही चला जाए सपनों से आगे कहाँ. जिंदगी कैसी है पहेली. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much. And Ramu, I'm sure I'll see you someday again. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raju. I think we all enjoy whenever someone just breaks into a song and just shares their beautiful song renditions for things that we know Ramu would have enjoyed. One of the things that we've been talking about a lot today is the way that Ramuji would bring people together, how he would not just build communities, he would grow them. One of his biggest missions in life was always to make people feel welcome and everybody together. So please help me welcome our next speaker, and I hope he's still with us here, Mr. Gurmeet Singh, who is coming from the North Luzon Punjabi community. Please help me welcome him with a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. राम शीतलदास जी मेरे बहुत ओल्ड पुराने गुड फ्रेंड थे। मेरा नाम गुरमेश सिंह उर्फ गांधी, फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट इंडियन एसोसिएशन पंगसना and former president of Indian Sikh Temple, Lagopal City. Ram Sitaldas ji, my good friend, almost 25 years. Every time Ram Sitaldas ji need from Punjabi community, he will call me. The same like that. Sometime, every time we need help from Ram Sitaldas ji, I call him. The same every time Indian student in Pangasna and in Locos, they will go that problem, Ramuji called me. So very close friend, almost 25 years. So Ramuji, miss you and God bless as Ramuji, Ram Sitalaji, a real overview. Hindi po muna po may magsalita po ako ng Hindi, pero bisita po tayo ng hindi nakakatulong ng Hindi. So, आप सभी लोग गुरु नानक देव जी की वाणी सुनते हो, पढ़ते हो। गुरु ग्रंथ साहब में दर्ज है, जेहा चीज लिखिया तेहा हुक्म कमाए, कवे आवे नानका सद्य उठ जाए। सो जिसने आपको भेजा है, एक दिन आपको बुलावा भी आएगा, अवश्य आएगा, हम सभी ने जाना है। आगे क्या है, अनेक जतन का काल संताए, मरण लिखाए मंडल में आए। पहले मरण लिखता है, बंदे की मौत लिखती है, लिख होती है, मंडल में भगवान आपको बाद में भेजता है। एक गलवाणी में दर्ज है गुरु साहब में, जन्मों पदावत दुविधा खोबे आपना जीनस पालू पालू हो। ये शब्द धन श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी दे दर्ज है। जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्णा, वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह। मैं समझता हूँ राम शीतलदास जी एक इंसान का नाम नहीं था। राम शीतलदास अबव द पर्सन, एक इंसान से बढ़ के एक संस्था का नाम राम शीतलदास था। इसलिए हम सभी लोग जहाँ बैठे, एक संस्था को खड़ा करना बहुत ईजिया, उसको मेंटेन रखना एक बहुत ही औखा काम है। राम शीतलदास जी एक कंप्लीट पर्सन थे। मेरी जितनी क्षमता सोचने की, उसके मुताबिक जिंदगी जीने के 4 सिद्धांत है। पहला सिद्धांत है नैतिकता। नैतिकता, रामू जी कभी भी ये नहीं सोचते थे कि ये मेरे से छोटा है, ये मेरे से बड़ा है, ये बच्चा है। सभी को आदर मान प्यार बड़े सत्कार से मिलते थे, गले लगते थे, बात करते थे, बात बताते थे, बात सुनते थे। उनमें ये बहुत बड़ापन था। सभी का आदर मान करना सभी लोगों का बस का काम नहीं है। नेक्स्ट, धार्मिकता। रामू जी धार्मिक ख्यालों के भी थे, धर्म को मानते थे, परमात्मा की रजा में रहते थे, एक बहुत गुड पर्सन थे। उससे आगे है सामाजिकता। सामाजिक क्या है, आप सभी को पता ही है। रामू जी कितने संस्था के मेंबर प्रेसिडेंट रह चुके हैं, तो वो समाज के काम भी उन लोगों ने उसने बहुत किया। रामू जी ने समाज में उनकी बहुत ज्यादा देना, बहुत ज्यादा। हमको भी इंस्पिरेशन लेना चाहिए। आगे है चौथा नंबर पे आर्थिकता। आर्थिकता एक इंसान को बेहतर जिंदगी जीने के लिए आर्थिकता एक अच्छे खासे चंगी आर्थिकता की जरूरत है। तो राम जी ने जो अपना बिजनेस कहाँ से शुरू किया और कहाँ लेके गए, एक अच्छे खासे व्यापारी बिजनेसमैन राम सीतादास थे। तो हमको राम जी को तभी सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि तभी मिलेगी अगर हम उनके जो अच्छी सोच, अच्छे विचार हम भी ग्रहण करें और ग्रहण करके हम उसको पालन करें, आगे भी लोगों को बताएं। तो इसी शब्दों के साथ मैं आप सभी का धन्यवाद करता हूँ। परमात्मा गुरु नानक देव जी उनके चरणों में राम सीतादास किया, उनको निवास दे। पीछे जो परिवार है, बाबू जी में बहुत गुड फ्रेंड है, इनको पाना मंगने का बल बख्शे, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ
Thank you very much, Mr. Burbage. That was truly very inspiring and very rewarding. One of the things, of course, that Ramaji would always do was offer support to everybody. I think we all know that here. He would pick up your phone call, he would return your phone call if he ever missed it, and he would make sure that if you ever needed help, help would come your way. So our next speaker, I'd like to invite Shri Mata Indraveli Devi of ISKCON, Manila, to come say a few words.
Good evening, everyone, and Hare Krishna. My name is Indravali Devidasi from ISKCON Shri Radha Madhava Mandir, located at 9105 Banoy Street, San Antonio Village, Makati City. I had known Prabhu Ram for many years, and I can remember, and I can tell you so many good qualities Prabhu Ram has. Being the manager of Shri Radha Madhava Mandir, members of the Indian community would always look for me whenever they wanted to do seva for the Lord. And I had so many interactions with Prabhuji for quite a long time. And I saw so many godly qualities in him. Prabhu Ram was very humble, down to earth, generous, and above all, had a very loving service attitude for the Lord. Like I remember him telling me that my first visit, actually he didn't know me, but when I met him after the twins, Bago Prabhu and Prabhu Ram, the twins are very supportive to our temple in ISKCON Makati. So every time I visit Prabhu Bago, so I would also visit Prabhu Ram. And when I told to the security guard would tell him, oh, sir has a meeting. But when Prabhu Ram asked who is coming outside the gate, so the guard would tell him, it's from ISKCON in Javali. Oh, please, let her in. So when I visited him, when I met him inside of his office, he was so busy, answering calls and meeting with this and running around. But then he would stop. When he saw me, he would stop. Oh, Indraji, Hare Krishna. How are you? And that is, I was really touched with his, energy, his behavior. Then he told me, okay, let me tell my secretary first to assist with my meeting. So what I'm gonna do, so let me serve you first. You know what he did the first time, which is very pleasing. He got a water. He said, are you hungry? It was my first time meeting with him. Are you hungry? I said, no, I'm done. I already ate Prabhu Ram. He said, how are you? Oh, come on. Oh, tell me what's going on in the temple. How is about the food for life? He was so attached to charity, feeding programs. And he said, whatever, he mentioned to me that whatever I have right now, I have to share my blessings. And that's why you are here. You are my angel. He called me, I'm his angel as well. So then he told me, Valley, so I want to help. I want to help for your fruitfulness for the charity because we have the Goshala as well. So I want also to help for the cow. So you tell me what I should do. And then since we are also building a temple, then I asked him, Prabhu, maybe you can also help, building our temple. This is your temple, your community, and please help us build the temple for the generations to come. You know what he said? Yes, we will make plans for this. I will surely help in the valley. And since I'm not well, please wait for me for some time. And then after that, he gave me the check for the food for life, for the house. Then he said, okay, I want you to do this for me. Please, you visit the different barangays, you ask them what they are, what they need. So especially for the old people, then if they need wheelchairs, eyeglasses, you tell me so that I can help. And then I said, oh, Brother Rami, you are so kind. He said, no, don't thank me. Thanks to Krishna Bhagavan. I have nothing. I don't own anything. But I just want to help. He said, Brother Ram, he has really a big heart. He's a big heart. And he wants everybody to smile. And the twins, really, I'm so also indebted to their generosity and kindness. And please let me know. And there is something sure for all this world, and that is death. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 27, Jatasho hi dhruvo mrityor dhruvam janma mritashacha. Lord Krishna says, one who has taken birth is sure to die. And after death, one is sure to take birth again. Prabhu Ram and Prabhuji will surely get the special mercy of Shri Radha Madhava for the wonderful service to all the Indian community and Filipino community. My friends, ladies and gentlemen, we had the great fortune to have the association of such a noble soul such as Prabhu Ram. Today, in this gathering, I humbly request you all to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to bless his soul. Please repeat after me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Praying to Shri Radha Madhava that Prabhu Ram will get a better life in his future birth and ultimately get the shelter of Shri Radha Madhava. And I would like also to say one before he went to after India. He went to India, then he left going to California. He messaged me, called me up, but I missed to answer his call because he messaged me and that please, if you need anything, please call Christine, my secretary. So please call her and meet her. I will surely help you build the temple. So thank you as well. On behalf of ISKCON Shri Radha Madhava, we would like to thank Sitaldas family, especially Ram Prabhu. And also thank you to the organizers for inviting us to pay our last tribute, the hero of the Indian community. So, Prabhu Ram, we will miss you because actually he promised me, I will come back in the valley and help build your temple. Thank you so much and Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mada Devi. I definitely agree. He was always on the side of giving back, of living that mission. I think, like Mr. Prakash shared earlier, their mission was sharing is caring. I don't think any single person probably lived that mission as strong and as proud as he did. And with that, I would like to call on our next speaker, Mr. Pargat Sidhu of the Khalsa Diwan, to please join me if he's still here. Okay, I think he's gone ahead. Our next speaker actually asked to speak today, and we're thankful that she did. So without further ado, may I please call on Mr. Priya Lakshmi of IU Philippines to come say a few words.
Om Shri Sai Ram. May 6th is a very auspicious day in the calendar of Satya Sai organization. It is Ishwara Day. It is the birthday of the mother of the divine Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. May 6th is also a very special day. As administrator of Satya Sai schools, it is also our foundation day. And what I know, Mr. Sitaldas and his family have always been very kind and supportive. Whatever charity activity we do, we call it Seva, which is very synonymous to his name, which is selfless, egoless, voluntary action. And when the news came, I just saw what is the last text message that he had sent me. And then our last conversation was organizing customized wheelchairs from China for cerebral palsy children of Montenegro of Wisdom. That was our last day back together. And he was always one call away. I don't know, many of you in the gathering today would not know what a special bond I shared with him, because he was always just a call away. Because I was an expat. I've lived here for 17 years now, no more an expat. But when we want to know where to get what, especially medical supplies, New Life Pharmaceutical Company and all their staff have always helped us. We've always been just a call away, whether we paid for it or whether he would make it sound, yes, it costs so much, but in the end, you will see a huge discount when it comes. And always with the discount, there will be additional supplies that he would send us. And then he'll say, oh, I sent you all this with a proper deed of donation. I've always loved his organizing skills. And for me, his name is also synonymous to celebration, because my first meeting of him was in Mall of Asia on the Diwali Mela, 2010, I guess, 2010 to 2011, one of those years. And he was someone who could flower you with admiration and compliments. And he used to, because the first meeting when I met him, I was in my Bharatanatyam gear. And he was like, Sakshat Lakshmi again. And he makes you feel so beautiful. I think it's one of the amazing quality. And as a wife and as daughters, you must have been so lucky that he's always flowering compliments and how beautiful you look. And, thanks, Uncle, for always celebrating with us. And Uncle and I also shared a very special bond in terms of music and dance. He's always been one person who sat in the first row for every performance of mine in Mall of Asia, and he did his ballet step. Be it my Chikni Chameli, which he really loved, or the Mugra song, or singing Mera Naam Chin Chin Chu. These were songs that he repeatedly asked me to sing or enjoy. I have no heart to sing anything that you enjoyed, Uncle, because it will bring back a lot of memories. Just a few lines. I think, like all of them who has shared very special memories with him would know how much of dance and music that he loved. And thank you, ICAP, for organizing this. And as a cultural organization, I thought this would be a befitting dedication to Uncle and to your organization for promoting cultural activities in the Philippines. So it goes like this. I thought of this song for Uncle because it means everything that he stood for. community service, and he's been a hero. He's always sacrificed time for others, and we all know he's going to come back. And towards the end, if you can clap and do the uncle's favorite step, please join me, because I think he is synonymous to celebration.
நில்லுவாய பூக்களையே எடுத்து பார்க்கலையே ஆனாலும் சீர்த்து உள்ளுதையா அச்சிருந்த ராட்டினம் புத்துதையா கொல்லையில வாழ மரம் கொட்டடித்து கொழிக்குஞ்சு அத்தனையும் ஓமோகத்து சொல்லுதையா ஆடு மாடு வெறுவாய காத்தோட ஓவாசம் கடையெல்லாம் ஓப்பாசம் ஊத்தாட்டம் ஓடனுப்பு ஊருதையா சசாப்பு வேணாவென்று நிலையா சந்தையும் குரு கல்லாக நின்னாயோ கல்லாக நின்னாயோ கண்ணேடி திரும்ப வரணும் வீட்டுக்கு மல்லாந்து போனாலோ மண்ணோடு சாஞ்சாலோ ஐயா நீ பெருமசாலி சனத்துக்கு தலைச்சம் புள்ளை இல்லாம சரிஞ்செடுத்த நாட்சி நீயே எங்க ராசவாக சனத்துக்கு தாயோட மாறும் மாசம் பப்பையா தாங்காமையும் போன பப்பையா எல்லுவய புக்களையே எடுத்து பக்களையே ஆனால மூஞ்சிருக்கு புத்துதையா அச்சரிந்த ராட்டினம் போல சுக்கரையா.
Was a dedication for you, Uncle. And this is for the entire community to rejoice and celebrate and clap and enjoy you, who is synonymous to celebration.
Oh, laal meri pat radiya mala jule laalan. Oh, laal meri pat radiya mala jule laalan. Sindari da, sevan da, shri sabhash malendar, damadam mast kalendar. Shri sabhash malendar, damadam mast kalendar. Oh, laal meri pat radiya mala jule laalan. Sindari da, sevan da, shri sabhash kalendar.
Understand? Damadam mast kalendar. Shri sabhash kalendar. Shabam mast kalendar. We love you, Uncle, and you know we'll come back to Diwali. Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you so much, Priyaji. You know, I love that dedication because that actually happened to be a song that Ramuji would enjoy singing, and he definitely bust out that, signature dance step of his whenever that song came out. So, to everyone, thank you for listening to all of these wonderful memories we've had from everyone here today. Each of you has given us such a new perspective and sharing just your memory, your story of Ramuji. To conclude our evening, I would now like to call on Girish Sitaldas, Ramu's eldest son, to come forward and deliver the vote of thanks for today's evening.
Good evening, everyone. Like many before me, I have not prepared a speech. I thought that it would be befitting to let everybody say something about my dear father. Everybody has said things that have warmed and touched our hearts. I cannot come to terms with his passing, and it will take me time to do so. I believe my family feels the same. We love him, we miss him, we believe we are in a bad dream. We believe we wake up and we'll see him. We believe the words that he would say to everybody, how are you? When he says he sees people at the breakfast group, how he addresses them, how he addresses my mom, Arlie, how he calls Vinaya, Vinaya, how he calls Sonali, Sona, how he calls Uncle Babu, Babu. Those are all in my mind and in my heart. I don't know why he's not here. I do not know if I believe that God has a reason, but I do know that we had 26,000 days with this gentleman. And in that 26,000 days that we had with my dad, we were so blessed to witness and feel everything that we have heard today. All of you that are here for a reason. You're here because this wonderful human being has touched you somehow. And will continue to touch you as well. But not in that way, but through us, through his family. All of you that may need my dad or need anything from the Sitaldas family, call on us. Uncle Babu, Auntie Dolly, my mom, my wife, Ginaya, my sisters Sonali and Karina. I cannot believe the words that they spoke. In fact, I did not know how good of a speaker my sister Karina is. In fact, when we were in California, she was the one being strong for Sonali and I. She was the one who cried the least. And Naveen even said, Karina's the stronger one among all of us. I know Daddy loved all of us. I know I spent most time with him being the eldest child. I know I was pushy. I know I was strong. I know I was angry and I still am. But I am only that way because he made me that way. My dad, as you've all heard, had so much to do for the community. So let me speak about family. You've all heard about community with his different groups. My dad was strict with me, and he was strict with me because he wanted me to be a perfect gentleman, someone that he would look up to. And I hope that I will be able to do that for him and for my family. And I hope one day I shall be able to gain the respect of the community that he has done. I know it is a difficult hurdle. I know it is a difficult task. But I'm telling all of you here today that I will try my best to do what Mr. Ram Sitaldas has done for everyone. I have his phone with me. I haven't had the chance to open his phone and see the numerous messages that people have sent. You know, it's only when you lose someone that people reach out to you in such amazing ways that I have friends that have not been here, but today, for some reason, said we are thinking something special about your dad today. Yesterday was the first time that he celebrated, Uncle Babu celebrated his birthday without dad. It was painful, but you know what? Look at that. See the lights coming on and off? Sometimes people hear you. Souls touch you. Dad said, I'll be in the water. He told me, Sonali and Karina. He said, I'll be in the water. The day we landed, it rained. The day we landed, it rained. It's been raining throughout. Dad, we miss you and we love you. And we will continue to love you forever. Everybody said such beautiful words. His memory will never fade. His memory will never fade. Vinaya, Mom, Sonali, Uncle Babu, Auntie Dolly, my cousins, Praveen, Sarika, Farishta, you guys didn't have a chance to say anything. Would you like to come up and say anything? I'd like to ask you if you would like to come up and say something. Anybody else that would like to talk to us or share memories of Dad, please know that we are here, I am here. I enjoyed hearing so much of what you guys had to say about Dad. I mean, it filled my heart, even if I'm down with sorrow, it filled our hearts so much. Thank you all for beautiful words for Dad, and I'm sure in our daily interactions or when I run into all of you, you guys will have such beautiful things to say. Please share with us. I wanted Perveen to speak. She is the first Sitaldas granddaughter. My dad had a special place in his heart for Perveen. She was older than me, and growing up, she was my elder sister. She is my elder sister. And I want her to say something about my dad because when he was passing in California, she kept saying that he promised me he would come back. And you know what? He is still here among us. I'll take the mic back after Perveen to close, but I'd like Perveen to say a few words, please. Sarika, would you like to come up? Farooq?
Uncle Ram was my second father.
I'll give Perveen a minute. But I would like to thank ICAP for putting this together. Uncle Vishnu, thank you so much. When that passed, few people tried to reach out. I'm sorry, we were so busy. We couldn't get to speak to everybody, but everything turned out wonderfully. Prayers at home went smoothly. Over here, everything went so well, and we're so happy that so many of you could join us. You know, we will continue to meet you, and I will personally thank all of you. There are so many people that have done things. I had so much more to say about Dad from being born and being a businessman and helping the community. But I guess you all know that already. You all know all of that already. So I will take the time. I see the faces that are here, and I will take the time to speak to each one of you about my dad in my own due time. Dad did such wonderful things for the community, and you know what? There are so many people that I need to thank for the food outside, for the program today. I'm sorry if I miss out anyone, but to all of you, thank you. To the C family who actually sent some flowers and also gave Dad the venue to do all his Diwali functions. We have to be thankful. We have to be thankful to you, Mr. Prasad, for flying in just for this today. For you, Secretary, for you, Justice Roman, for all of you who are here today. I'm sorry if I miss out anybody, but no, we appreciate you in our hearts. I'll give the phone back. I'll give the mic back to Perveen.
Uncle Ramu was my second father, and he always treated me like his own. I will never forget him. He'll always be in my heart, and he's done many, many things for me. My last conversation with him was, "Don't forget, Irving, I love you the most, and you're my first baby. Uncle Ramu, I love you forever and ever, and I'll always miss you. Thank you."
Hari Om, Jai Shri Krishna, Satnam Vaheguru. Thank you all for being here. We miss you, Dad. We love you forever. Ayla and Ayana, Grandpa is looking at you. Thank you. We love you, Dad. We love you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Good evening. Shalini, thank you.
Thank you, Girish, for those heartfelt words and expressing our collective gratitude so beautifully. You know, before any event, I always panic a little bit because I want to make sure everything's perfect. Today it was raining. I was wondering, why is it raining today? We have so much to do. And then Girish said that Ramji said that he'll be in the water.
And somehow, everything today went as smooth as it could possibly be. Everyone here made it in time, and we're able to share and honor the memory of the person that we all love. So on behalf of the Indian Cultural Association of the Philippines, on behalf of the Sitaldas family, we are very thankful to everyone who made it here today to honor the memory and the life of Ram Sitaldas. Before we leave, just a few reminders. We gave everybody a small token card as you entered. We do have a token outside for you, so as you leave, please do get one as you leave, and thank you again for coming. I would also like to take a moment to thank Mr. Kamal Abichandani as a trustee of ICAP for his support and his contribution to making today's tribute happen. Again, everybody, thank you for coming. It was absolutely lovely to hear everyone's stories, and I hope you all have a shared sense of community. Have a great evening, good night, and take care.
कोई संदेश हो चिट्ठी न कोई संदेश जाने वो कौन सा देश जहाँ तुम चले चिट्ठी न कोई संदेश जाने वो कौन सा देश जहाँ तुम चले गए चिट्ठी न कोई संदेश जाने वो कौन सा देश जहाँ तुम चले गए जहाँ तुम चले गए किस दिल पे लगा के जाने वो कौन सा देश जहाँ तुम चले गए अब यादों के कांटे इस दिल में चुभते हैं ना दर्द करता है ना सूखते हैं ढूंढ रहा है प्यार हम कैसे करें इकरार कि हाँ चले गए बड़ी होगी हमने न सुनी होगी जाते जाते तुमने आवाज तो दी होगी हर वक्त यही है हम उस वक्त कहाँ थे हम कहाँ तुम चले गए चिट्ठी न कोई संदेश जाने वो कौन सा देश जहाँ तुम चले गए जहाँ तुम चले गए इस दिल पे लगा के ठेस जाने वो कौन सा देश जहाँ तुम चले गए